Hello, this is Jennifer Tochi, and it's Wednesday, and I have changed the day of, excuse me, of doing my horror reviews, Brian picks, to Wednesday, because I know I'll get it done before 7, because I have to travel to my mother's house to watch Masked Singer with her. I love that show. My mom loves that show. So we might as well do it together, huh? I guess. Okay. And so, Brian picked out a horror movie for me to review. And I have a big old pile of horror movies that I haven't seen. I made him a promise. He never has to watch any of them. He never has to watch my YouTube. So he's happy. And he came out of the bedroom and with this Terror Inside, starring, yes, Dog, Corey Feldman. Yes. If you lived here, you'd be dead by now. Ooh. Okay, yes. This is an independent movie made by Cinema E Posh. I do not know that independent horror. I do not know many. But I have a lot of them. So, hey, might as well say what they are, huh? Okay. Yes. Made in 2008, but did not get a release to DVD until 2010. My goodness. Directed by Joe G. Lenders. Screenplay by Joe G. Lenders. And Corey Feldman was also one of the many producers. Guess he liked the sound of this movie. Yes, this is a movie about a virus. Yes, if you catch the virus, yes, your brain, not your brain, well, your body will feel different. When you're supposed to be feeling pain, you will feel pleasure instead. Yeah. Okay, yes. And Corey Feldman plays the character of Alan, a big city guy who comes to a small town called Mount Vernon, Florida, every day. Not every day. One day a week, every Tuesday. He basically has a government job and spends one day a week in the office and then 4 days driving around and getting paid. And one of the days he goes and sees Maria in Mount Vernon and has been seeing her once a week for 3 years. If I was at Maria, I wouldn't care if it was Corey Feldman or looked like Corey Feldman. I would have kicked his butt a long time ago out the door. Yes. I've been single too long. I'm sorry. Yes, he goes and sees her. But and as his friend, who doesn't even get a name in this movie, in the credits, he's known as Office Pal. Yes, played by Chad Jamian Williams, who was in Root of the Problem and The Mix. He calls Alan's character a weasel and a horn dog all mixed into one. Which is true, yes. I was giggling at the start of the movie because you could see that Corey was doing a small town accent and was getting it so wrong. So I was giggling and saying he should have got so much practice. But it turns out that was part of the character. He was pretending to be a small town guy for Maria. So he was supposed to be getting it wrong. But it still made me giggle the way he talked like that. Yes. There's also a guy, character named Joe. Yes. He is taking soil samples. He comes from New York City. New York City? Yes, New York City. And he is taking soil samples in Mount Vernon. And has kind of fallen a little for Maria. And disagrees with Alan and his 1 week, one day a week visit for 3 years. Yes. And he wants Maria for himself. Yes. There's also a character named Katie in this, played by Susie Feldman. Yes, when they were still married. And boy, is she hot. She owns the House of Beauty, yes. And she was in the Two Coreys and Lucky Fritz, I guess. Sorry, I'm working on not playing with my hair so much, so you'll have to put up with my narwhal pen playing. Yes, well, he finally, after 45 tries of going down into the soil, he finally comes up with the gooky tar stuff that he has been searching for. And, one thing you don't want to see if you're ill at ease, if you just ate something, is seeing that tar looking stuff coming out of the tube of that machine, because it looks like a big log of juicy poo. I had to go into the kitchen and wash my hands so I'd miss the rest of it, because I saw the start of it and him saying, "You're gonna make me money." No, "You're gonna make me rich," and he's got it in his hands, and I go, "Ew." And I go wash my hands. Okay. Yes. So, Alan finally decides that he is ready to settle down and ask Maria to marry him. But in order to do this, he has to stay at his job for a month. So 4 days he's gonna miss. Dun dun dun. And during this time, this tarry poopy looking stuff, if people touch it, because I guess there was some still behind Joe's ear, and Katie touched it, and then I guess somebody else touched it, and it went all around the town, and the town turned from the happy city where Fraggles should be hop, skipping, and jumping down the main street to a ghost town. Katie's House of Beauty has turned into a tattoo parlor. The diner's closed. All the stores are closed due to illness. A lot of people are packed in the church. Yeah, but it's an amazing thing. This primordial virus has a weird effect on the pretty girls, which is Maria and Katie. They turn them to goth. Yes. They go from normal dressing girls for that small town, um to wearing goth clothes, listening to headbang music, and yeah, yeah. So, and wanting to hurt themselves a lot. Yes, especially Katie. Yes. No perfect nipple placement here, as I heard on a chat that I'm on every Friday night. Something to do with some Slash Brothers. I heard talk of perfect nipple placement in one part of this chat. Well, in one scene, she cuts off one of her nipples. So, yeah, no perfect nipple placement there anymore. Yes, so they want to know what is happening. Yes, why all this pleasure is coming from pain. My favorite line of the movie is when Joe and Maria and Alan are around a table, and Joe throws a glass bottle of beer onto Alan's lap, and it hits him in the balls. And he goes, "Ha! I bet that hurt. I just hit you in the balls." And then Corey Feldman makes his face. And he says, "It didn't hurt. It hit me right in the balls. But it kind of felt good." He didn't give that face, though. Hi, Bri. Hi. And then, yeah. Yes. But will they find the way to get over this disease that turns pain into pleasure? Will they? Will they find a cure? Will they? Will I ever watch this movie again? I don't think it's for people who enjoy a lot of killing in it. Yeah, because most people are mostly killing themselves from the pain, wanting the pain. Yes, and yes. Will I ever watch it again? Yes, I will. It's one of those movies that is supposed to be very scary, but there's so much overacting in it that I was kind of giggling through it. It might have been because I watched it last night and I hadn't slept for over 24 hours because my pills are kind of getting to me, but yeah, I will watch it again, but I think it's going to be mostly kept in my Corey Feldman collection, which it's now being put into now that I have watched it. So yeah, it's not the greatest movie. A lot of overacting. not the greatest of, I don't know, when you see orange blood, yeah, not that looks like tomato, you know, rather than blood, yeah. But I will watch it again, so I'm gonna keep it. And hey, Corey's in it. And I'm sorry how I do go on. I'm going to work on this. So, goodbye, farewell. I wish you all adieu.